Good everyone, I'm Blaze, and welcome back to episode number 46 of the Tri-Point podcast with Kinunners and myself.
46.
46.
We made it this far.
Is 46 special?
No, I don't think so.
I realised I left my whiteboard over there. I'll be back in one moment. I'm back.
The whiteboard is missing.
I have my things on my whiteboard. Do you have anything small to start us off with?
No.
Okay, I have something small to start us off with. Pigs.
Okay.
Pigs.
Oh, is that the There's more?
Sorry?
More pigs?
More pigs? More pigs in Minecraft?
Yeah.
Yes.
I have seen that.
More pigs.
I've seen it. Unexpected entirely, but I've seen it.
There's 3 variants of pigs, including the original. Therefore, 2 more.
2 more pigs.
One that's like in snow, or one that's like in heat or something. I think.
Oh, okay.
I think may not be heat.
I
know
didn't see
there's
the
definitely
specific specifications for them, but
however, yeah, and then there's like theories that there's gonna be new cows as well.
new cows.
New cows. New pigs though.
New cows.
I actually kind of like
pigs.
this going back and changing up the variants. Like they're the exact same mob.
Yeah, I'm good with that. That's
like
completely fine by me.
Yeah, having some different nice like new ones is fun. Seeing something a little bit different, even if it is the same, is nice. Oh golly. Anyway, yeah, that's all I've got though.
Oh.
Small eyes. Therefore,
Yeah.
we're going to get to the big topic that we missed out on last week because
Yes.
it came out after the fact.
Because timing for us is just the worst, apparently.
Did you see that I put up a short for it in the end?
Yeah.
I did.
I didn't see the short itself though. Like I saw it, I didn't watch it.
That's fine. I talked about it looks fine. Looks like the leaks.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna talk
exactly
about
the
the Switch
same.
2 trailer. Have you got it up in front of you?
No, but I can bring it up.
Quickly, run! You're fast.
It's alright. It's not that far away. It's just a search away.
Then you have to choose which one though.
Oh, true that. The one I watched the first time.
Oh golly. I must say.
I have it.
Sorry.
What? I said I have it.
Okay, I must say I do like how the trailer starts out with the Switch.
Yeah, I like that too.
What do we call it now?
That was fun. Switch.
I'm most likely going to
We
call
call
the
it
Switch
Switch
2 the
Uno.
Switch though. The Switch Uno. The Switch 1.
This one becomes the Switch DOS.
This is okay. Yeah, actually, since we're talking about the name, right away, I feel like should have called the Switch 2 the Snap.
Yeah.
I mean, the Joy-Con
At least
snap on the
something
side.
like magnet related.
And magnetic. Your snap.
Switch Connect doesn't sound right.
The Nintendo Snap. Switch Connect. That sounds like Microsoft and Nintendo got together.
Yep. Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh god.
I said it and I was like, nope.
I'm like, yeah, I really like the name the Nintendo Snap. I think that sounds neat.
Yeah, it would have been better.
I mean, I understand why they did Switch 2. It is a bit boring. However, like,
It is Switch 2.
It tells you what it is.
Yep.
It's the Switch 2.
What if like they had it so the Switch 2 was just like a secondary title for it and they had an actual name instead?
Yeah. I don't know, because like, I think what they're trying to do is avoid the Wii U situation.
Yeah.
Where a lot of people thought the Wii
I
U
don't
was
blame them for
an
that.
add-on for the Wii.
Yeah.
Which, like, I guess that's fine and dandy.
Understandable.
However, I never thought the Wii U was an add-on for the Wii. I don't know how most other
Neither
people
did
did.
I.
A lot of other people did. It confused a lot of people.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I think the Switch 2, it works.
Yeah, it's fine.
It literally is the Switch 2. Have like I think the
Yeah.
Nintendo Snap. It would have been
It
hilarious.
would have been cooler.
Anyway, yeah. Anyway, it shows off the first Switch.
It's bigger.
It's bigger. Yes, it grows bigger. One problem straight away though.
Mm-hmm.
the bezel.
Yeah.
They made it small on the OLED,
Yep.
and now I'm going to have to get used to not quite as big as the original, however a bigger one.
It is what it is, I guess. I don't know. It's
frustrating. Nintendo, why is the bezel this large? I don't understand. I thought we were past this. I like my smaller, thin bezels. Oh, golly. Yeah, it's one of the first things that I noticed is like... It's huge. The sides, like the top and the bottom one, I think are roughly the same, like if you were to scale up the OLED. However, the left and the right bezels
they look
are massive.
relatively... yeah.
And it's like, Nintendo, why? At the very least, the screen...
It just is.
Yeah, well, if you look at it, like the screen itself, like the usable part of the screen, is at least about the same height as what the original Switch was in general.
Yeah.
Which is... That's nice, I guess. That's
yeah.
However, like... The bezel. The Switch 2 OLED better have a nice small bezel, slim bezel. That's the other thing as well. We don't know whether this uses OLED or not yet.
Yeah.
It better do.
Because, like what you said, right? Where it looks almost like... Just like the screen is slightly bigger than the original Switch.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of just... It makes it look like it'll be almost the same size in a handheld. I think that's the problem.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I
don't think it will be, of course. Like, you know, I know it full well it'll be bigger, but...
yeah.
It's just kind of
I think it'll really come down to when you hold it in your hands and actually play it, type thing.
Yeah.
Like,
it won't make much of a difference otherwise.
It's frustrating nonetheless that it's going to have these massive black bars on either side.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, okay. Alright.
It's like, alright then.
Yeah.
I guess so.
It's bigger, and the finish on it looks a lot less glossy and a lot more, like, matte.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I am much more of a fan of matte than glossy.
Yes.
Because I cannot stand fingerprints.
Yep.
I was like, I have a dishwasher here, right? Off on a tangent. Yeah. The whole thing is like, I mean, it's a little bit glossy. However, it's not like the fingerprint glossy that they use on everything.
Yeah, it's the regular glossy.
It's fine. It looks fine. The only part, there's that super high, easy fingerprint glossy that picks up every fingerprint ever, is the handle to open the door. And I'm like,
why?
Why do you do this?
That's useless. Why would you do that?
It's like, it's literally like...
Oh, that's so rude.
Every time I look at it, it's like, all I see is fingerprints. It's every time.
That's just, oh.
Therefore, yeah, I'm very glad. Like, the glossiness, I think, isn't much of a thing on the OLED. I'm going to have a quick look at my OLED. No, it's very matte. However, that might simply be my special edition as well.
Yeah.
I'm not 100%. I've never owned an actual proper OLED. I've got the Zelda one.
Yeah.
Therefore, yeah.
I think matte in general, like, I know it doesn't make that much of a difference, but like texture-wise as well is just much better.
Yeah.
Like it's just nicer to hold. Personally,
matte any day of the week, and it has like it's like little sparkly. It's almost like a pearl matte.
Yeah.
Kind of like a car we know. Yeah, then it shows the bottom, which looks very similar.
It looks like a Switch.
It looks quite similar, except the air intakes are massive.
Yeah, they're massive.
Compared to what...
I saw that and I was like, wow. How much power is running this thing
some people theorize
off?
they're speakers. I don't think that would be the case.
They don't look like speakers.
Speakers firing onto the ground.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
I think they'll be right at the bottom of the screen again. Like
they also don't look like speakers either.
Yeah.
They literally just look like air condensers.
And it shows the top. You got the generic, the power and volume buttons. Then you've got the light sensor like on the original, which is fine. The new air intakes, which look sort of similar to the OLEDs, a little bit. They're a bit different. Yeah, they're different. The OLEDs are a lot of really thin ovals, where this one's like big ovals.
Yeah, this is more like, yeah.
And then you got the headphone jack and the new the new USB-C port on top.
On top, yeah.
I was watching someone and they said the headphone jack means it's already more advanced than the new iPhones.
Ha!
Yeah, the USB-C port on top. I like that the USB-C port like pops out a bit. It makes it flush.
Yeah,
like
I agree with that.
Not necessarily. Actually, it doesn't make it flush with the console. It makes it flush with the cable. Like
Yeah. Yeah, I prefer that.
Yeah, it makes it like it means it's gonna be a little bit easier with it in and out type thing, as opposed to like hopefully not hitting it slightly and it like snaps.
Yeah, it just makes it like seem a lot more secure. I think.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Well, anyway, we got the kickstand. You were saying you think it looks a bit flimsy, right?
Yeah.
I think it works exactly the same as the OLEDs.
See, I don't know what the OLEDs is like, really.
Oh, okay. It's like that one, except it doesn't have the massive gap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's basically the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just...
Yeah, it doesn't have that massive gap.
Whenever I see, like, tiny bar stands like this, I'm just like, that looks useless.
Well, see, my first thought with this bar is if you flip it all the way up, can you hang it from things?
But why would you want to do that?
I watch a lot of YouTube on my Switch.
Fair enough.
little monitor that I stick on the wall or something, I don't know. Someone uses
it doesn't seem
TV.
like it goes all the way up, though, is the problem.
Oh, golly. No, it
like,
doesn't.
it goes up a fair amount, but it's not like...
And then the underneath the kickstand, I think that's the new micro SD Express port. I think.
It might be too.
I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it might be.
Anyway, no details under there. However, that might simply be because this is a mock-up. I saw someone point out that the rubber feet were new on the bottom. However, I had a look at my OLED, and I've got the rubber feet.
They're not a thing on the original. That's for sure. But
is it? Yeah, I was gonna say, is it on the original, or is it only on the...
No, I don't think so.
No.
Not that I can remember.
Yeah, no, it's definitely one on the OLED. However, that might be because that's where this type of stand was sort of introduced.
Where it started. Yeah. They started bringing the higher quality stuff into it.
Yeah. Anyway, then it bends down. Maybe this means it's spring loaded.
Maybe.
I doubt it.
Because, like, is that part like a double stand? Like, is that...
I
like that extra bit under the bottom is like extra stability?
I'm not...
Or is it just kind of...
I think it's again sort of the same as what the OLED's got. I don't know. It's...
Oh, is it?
It's basically the same stand except with a big hole in the middle.
Yeah, okay.
But what I can see, at least. Even the mechanism looks, for the most part, the same, I think.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Definitely goes up further, though, like we said.
I'm trying to see
you almost have it flat.
Goes up. Because it goes up pretty far as well. The OLED almost sits flat with its stand all the way up.
That's what I'm saying. Why not just sit it flat, then?
I don't know. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, what's next?
After the
controls,
stand.
I guess.
Yeah, the Joy-Cons. My favorite
like them
thing
a lot more.
from the Switch 2 is bigger Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
And they're flush.
Yeah.
With the console. The original Switch sort of like a divot in between.
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
Which I never realized how much having that little divot makes it look like a toy, the original.
Yeah.
Until it shows this one next to the original later. And it makes the original look like some sort of kid's toy.
Oh, it looks real funny looking. Yeah.
Yeah. Have like yes, bigger Joy-Cons. Fan of that. I don't know if you noticed, most of the buttons and the joysticks are bigger as well.
Yes, they are.
That's great for me.
Which is a lot better.
I'm happy with that. And then they're blue and orange.
They are indeed.
Which are my colours. Which is perfect.
Yeah.
When it pops out the side there, you can see how big the buttons are. The SL and the SR buttons. They're way
massive.
Which is way better, to be honest.
Yes.
And I reckon I saw someone think that maybe those extra bits on either side of them are buttons. I don't think they're buttons. I think they're what helps it slide, which we'll get to later.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, the top one is where the pin is that pops the Joy-Con out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it looks like, I don't know, if you're looking, are you looking at the orange Joy-Con?
Yes.
Yeah. If you look at the bottom of it, it looks like the IR sensor's there.
It does, but also doesn't.
However, it doesn't at the same time. It's matte, which...
Yeah, it's like kind of just a weird little divot.
It's kind of strange, because it's the same thing, like, it looks almost exactly the same as the IR sensor one. Like, looking at it right here in front of me.
Wouldn't it be on the top?
The eye sensor? It's on the bottom of the...
Oh, it is on the bottom, isn't it? Yeah.
It's on the bottom of the right Joy-Con.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
However,
I had to think of that for a second.
I don't know if they can do it matte.
No.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if the IR sensors...
Unless that's another part that just, like, helps it click in better.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see whether the IR sensor is in there or not. Because I've always been a fan of the IR sensor, despite the fact that it was barely ever used. Oh yeah, I guess we'll see. Because the blue Joy-Con has the same thing on the bottom.
Yeah, that's what, like...
And the left one never had the IR sensor.
That's what I'm thinking it might be just another, like, little...
Yeah. Or, like, simply how the
thing
mold of the shape of the Joy-Con is. Have, like...
Yeah.
Don't make me think it's an IR sensor.
Because it looks very similar to the other part that clicks in for the magnet stuff. So it's...
Yeah.
I don't know. My best guess is just that it's just another...
Yeah, maybe that's where the magnet is loaded in, underneath. Or part of it. I don't know.
Maybe they just have two, which makes it...
Yeah.
Helps it stay there. Might be what it is.
Yeah. Possibly.
We'll find out.
It will be a shame if the IR sensor's gone, because there will be games that don't work without it properly.
Well, they said that some games were not compatible.
It's only going to be a very small amount of games, to be fair.
Yeah, no, I know. That's what I'm saying, though. They said that some weren't.
That one mini game in 1-2 Switch, where you're eating the burger thingy.
Yeah.
That won't work. None of Labo will work.
Yeah.
I think there's a mini game in WarioWare that uses it as well.
Oh.
Therefore, yeah. I don't know. Interesting to see. I mean, I like the IR sensor. Anyway, yeah, it shows the side of the blue Joy-Con briefly.
Yeah, very.
With the new connector port and where the optical sensor is that everyone's been looking at, and it looks like an optical sensor. It looks like a mouse.
It does, alright.
And then it goes into this like strange zoom where it pushes down the buttons and wiggles the sticks.
Yeah, it's kind of strange.
I've seen people theorizing that this is Nintendo saying, no stick drift this time. However, it could simply be something to show off that it looks nice.
I think it just looks nice, yeah.
I have no idea. Notice how the rings around the thumbsticks go up a lot higher.
They do, I saw that.
Which it might be, if it's not Hall effect sensors, which would definitely stop drift, it might be something simply to stop dust from getting in.
Yeah, which would still help the problem.
Yeah. It might not help at 100%, however it could help.
No, it still does a little bit, yeah.
Anyway, and then the Joy-Con, they go splat down onto the new straps.
Yep.
And the new straps literally go around it, like circles. I'm assuming they might have some magnetic stuff in them as well, to help keep it on.
I think they might.
Yeah, to keep it on. I like how they simply slide on over.
I like them. Yeah.
I like how the rail design is completely gone altogether. It's like, they're like, no more. And then they show them sliding around. I think that's another neat thing with the straps as well. It can be used as like, instead of destroying the side of the Joy-Cons, you use the straps.
Yeah.
Slide it around as well. Something I've noticed that no one else, haven't seen anyone else talk about. When they're sliding around like this, they literally look like the animal mice. They have tails.
Yeah, they do. You're right.
No one else has said that.
Really?
I haven't seen anyone say that
no one else has put two and two together.
People have said they look like mice, as in computer mice. However, no one has actually said that they look like this might be referencing
mice.
actual literal mice.
Yeah.
They even look like they have the ears.
They do.
I literally haven't seen anyone talk about that yet. I'm like, what? Guys. I'm like...
They literally look like mice.
Like, the fact that they're sliding around already, yeah, it says they're mice. However, they literally look like mice. With the straps on. Especially that part where they're right next to each other in the tails.
Yeah.
I think that was meant to be the idea. The fact that they have tails like mice.
Yeah.
I feel like the odd one out because I feel like I'm the only one who spotted that.
Okay, if you pause it where they're like just coming off the straps.
Yeah.
I don't know if that. You can slightly see like how they work a little bit, but only just a little bit.
Yeah.
It literally does look like they kind of just snap in there, but that's it.
Yeah, I think they sort of snap around or in or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
However, I don't know. I like the new straps. The old ones were such a hassle, and lots of people got them stuck on their Joy-Cons.
The old ones are
and
so
broke
annoying.
them and everything like that. The interesting thing is these new straps don't give you the extra buttons like on top.
No, they don't.
That the old ones do, which they can't really do if you're sliding them around regardless. Like,
yeah.
I don't think it'll matter too much because the new buttons are pretty big anyway.
Yeah.
For single
I'm sure it'll be fine.
As I've said before, even in the leaks, I'm a little bit upset that they didn't add a little bit of extra grip to the back of the Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
They're flat. Oh well, that's fine. They're bigger nonetheless.
We'll live. Yeah, at least they're bigger.
And
something.
I think the other thing that seems to be fairly controversial, I guess,
really?
is the colours, how they're doing the colouring.
Is it?
I think there's a lot of people who like the original Switch idea where the whole like Joy-Cons are coloured and stuff.
Okay.
Where I actually prefer this way.
I prefer this.
Yeah, I like this with like the accents, and I like instead of without any of the colouring at all, it would not look like a Nintendo product. It look like someone's handheld PC.
Yeah.
However, the fact that they have like the little colours around the things and inside, that makes it very Nintendo. Like it.
I was discussing this with our brother, and we were saying that with it like this, it'll be easier to do like special designs.
Yeah.
As well.
It probably would, yeah.
Because they're not trying to cover like a whole Joy-Con, so they can do whatever they want with the rest of it, really.
Or they can do more multicoloured Joy-Cons as well. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it looks. I like it, and I like that the inside is
I'm fine with it.
Painted blue and orange. I don't know what frame you're on. I'm on 122, where it shows the connector coming out of the side of the Switch.
I'm just almost there. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah. There's been a lot of issue with the connector as well, what I've seen online.
Okay.
A lot of people are worried about it snapping off.
Yeah, okay.
I think it'll be fine.
I'm sure it will be.
I mean, it's flush with the console, like it's not sticking out.
It's not like it's
therefore like
in line with everything. So I don't think.
Yeah, you'd be having to do something pretty silly with it to try to snap it off. Like.
Yeah.
And I would have imagined as well that they would have built it with a little bit of like movement as well.
Yeah.
Allowed to make sure. I think it'll be fine. A lot of people are worried that it's going to simply snap off like the first time they use it. Like.
I don't think that's going to be
I think it'll be fine. I'm 99.5% sure Nintendo tested it like a gazillion times to make sure it works. Like,
I hope so.
That's such a massive design flaw. Although in saying that, Joy-Con drift exists.
Well, I mean, you can't stop everything, I guess.
Yeah. No, however, I'm pretty sure it's going to be fine. I don't see there being any problem with it. I've seen some people talk about as well putting the Joy-Cons on the wrong side or upside down.
I'm not sure how you'd actually do that in this case.
Well, magnets won't let that happen anyway.
Exactly.
If it's a positive and negative, like say it's like a positive on top, negative on bottom, you try to put one on the other way or around.
It's not going to work.
It's literally going to repel it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I guess the only other way it would work is if maybe you put the other side's Joy-Con backwards on there.
Which, how do you even do that to begin with?
Exactly. Oh, golly. Sorry, it'd be like backwards, upside down, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. However, either way, I don't think
it's not going to work that way.
Well, that's the other thing as well. I don't think it's like symmetrical. I'd say the connector's maybe up a little bit. Therefore, it's not like it's not really gonna fit anyway. Therefore, yeah.
No, it's definitely like a.
I don't think anyone's gonna have a problem.
It's not gonna happen that way.
Putting it on the wrong way. There's gonna be some videos online for sure where people have their Switch on the table and they try to put a Joy-Con on upside down and make them fly across the table because they think they're funny.
Yeah.
However.
yeah, it's not gonna be a problem. I don't think. Simply just because of how magnets work.
I mean, these got to be pretty strong magnets to be able to like.
Yeah, exactly.
Otherwise, they're literally gonna fall off every time you just.
Yeah.
That would be my worry, is maybe some dust or stuff getting in between the Joy-Con and
and it like loosens the magnet grip. Yeah,
it loosens the magnet a little bit. Like they've literally shown that you have to use there's like a button that pulls a pin out to disconnect it, otherwise it's like stuck on there. Therefore they've got to be
it's pretty sturdy.
They've got to be something pretty strong, otherwise it's not going to work like that. Oh god.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to have a problem with
anyway
messing up the controls somehow.
Yeah, I know there's going to be videos out day one. Remember how there was smoke coming out of the Xbox Series X day one because people put smoke through the fans, and everyone's like, "Oh look, my Xbox Series X is broken," and all that sort of thing. There's going to be people messing with the magnets. There's always the same sort of thing.
There always will be.
And then I'll be like, "Oh look, the Switch 2 has a massive design flaw," and it's like,
no, it doesn't.
Okay then. Anyway, there's another.
Trying too hard.
There's another part somewhere where it shows the top first. This is funny where where they snap together. They almost hit they snap on once each and then they snap on twice a second time, which might be a little metaphor about the Switch 2. Fun fact. Notice how the snapping sound is louder than the clicking sound for the Switch. I was watching someone else and they were talking about imagine when it gets to the Switch 8 and it's like an explosion.
I didn't think about that.
Getting slightly louder every single Switch.
It's just, the decibels keep raising.
Yeah, eventually it's like bang. It's like thunder.
Yeah, you just create an entire storm in your living room.
Anyway, yeah, there is another part that shows the top somewhere, I think, or at least we missed it, and it's right next to the. Let's see if I can find it here. Or not? Maybe. Is it there? It doesn't look like it's there. There's a part where it's right next to the cartridge slot. There's a little oval.
Let's see if I can. I'll go back to the original part where.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can find where it shows that part on the top, because the original part where it goes along the top, it doesn't get that far.
No, it goes just next to it.
Yeah, it goes to right before the cartridge slot. And it might be because there is some other footage that came out showing the Joy-Cons connecting and disconnecting.
Okay.
I don't know where it is, however.
I didn't see that. So.
Yeah, there's nothing special. However, it does show next to the cart. I think it's either that or somewhere here that I've missed. Shows, you can barely see it on 37 seconds where the kickstand's out. To the left side of the cartridge slot, there's a little tiny oval.
Oh, I think I see what you mean.
There's a little stripey oval. It looks like the microphone on the DS's.
Oh, you're right, it does. I didn't even notice that.
Does that mean the microphone's back? Yes, please. Not that I ever liked using the microphone. However, the main reason I want it is for talking to people.
Yeah.
And then you can add a USB-C camera on top, and then you got a whole little thing.
There you go.
That'd be fun.
Problem
I can only imagine. I know they're not going to do absolutely anything, because when the original Switch came out, the amount of things that people were theorizing, all the different types of controllers they could make for different things to sit on the side, and they never did anything like that. And now I'm thinking, with this new USB-C port on the top, the amount of accessories they could make to go in it, they're not going to do anything, are they?
Oh, no, probably not.
It's going to remind me, if they do make a camera for it, it's going to remind me of the PSP camera that sits on top. The PSP. Yeah. The little one is huge on top.
Yeah.
Oh, golly.
Oh, that'd be funny.
Yeah. For possible microphone, it looks like it.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
No, I'm okay with that as well. Anyway, back to where we were. They have like a little flash up and down and left and right of the Switch again, briefly for some reason.
You just do.
And then they
wait,
show...
Wait.
And then they show...
Before we go on to that, wait.
Wait.
Before that, with the colour thing...
With the colour thing, yeah.
I kind of wish... You know how, like, the buttons are just the regular, like, the A... What is it? A, B, X and Y and whatever? They're just white. I kind of wish they were also orange.
Yeah, as do I, to be honest. I kind of wish the arrows on the left Joy-Con were blue as well.
Yeah.
To make it a little bit... speaking of the controls while we got it there, notice the C button doesn't have the C on it?
I did not notice that.
Underneath the home button on the right. It's missing the C.
What? Oh, you're right. Interesting.
All our leaks that have a big C in it, I say they're hiding it for the trailer, however, yeah. It's...
Probably.
I don't think the leaks were wrong, considering everything else was basically right, for the most part.
Yeah.
Therefore, I'd imagine that Nintendo are simply trying to keep some sort of mystery left.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they hide the C and not the whole button itself, though.
I don't know.
Like, well, what discourse is it going to change, though? People are going to go from, oh, there's like, the button's missing. Oh, the C's missing. Like, this...
Wow.
It's still going to change much. Anyway, yeah. It goes through this,
yeah,
like,
I just kind of wish there was, like,
montage.
a little bit...
Sorry?
I just kind of wish there was a little bit more of the colours put on the buttons specifically, but that's about it.
Yeah. I think it'd be nice if the back buttons were coloured as well, maybe.
Oh, that would be cool.
So you can do that on like some Xbox controllers, and when you design your own and stuff like that. And I think that looks nice. The only problem I have with the orange is it's like a little bit pinkish.
It's a pink orange, yeah.
I want it to be a better orange.
Maybe
I think they're going for like
trailer.
very pastel colours almost.
Looks like it.
Yeah.
Because the blue's pretty light too.
Yeah, the blue's pretty light, especially compared to the originals. Like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's what they're doing. It's like a pastel version.
Probably.
It's fine, no. Blue and orange. Anyway, the dock.
Yeah, it's fine. The dock.
Actually, no. We'll get to Mario Kart afterwards. We'll skip Mario Kart. Go away, Mario Kart.
The dock.
The dock. I am kind of sad they didn't show us the other side of the dock.
Yeah.
Because that's where all the
fun
stuff is. Like, that's literally where everything's hiding.
That's where all the connectors are.
Yeah. And like, they do show us the front. There's a little bit more screen shown.
Yeah.
I was hoping more. To be honest. I don't think Nintendo are ever going to do anything else with it, because it really shows you how big the bezels are when it's in the dock like that.
Yeah, it does, and it's like, man.
Because there's that much space. Yeah, it's not that much more than what was there already. It's probably going to do the same thing where it simply shows that it's charging.
Probably.
Which is sad, because like it would have been such a fun thing to have, like, instead of notifications popping up on screen, you could set them to only pop up on the Switch if it's docked.
Pretty interesting.
And they have it down there while you're doing stuff on the main screen, like have it show the time or stuff like that.
No.
I don't know. All sorts of little things.
Yeah, we've got giant bezels instead.
And then, my gosh, it is round.
It's round, yeah. It is almost a circle. It's a whole squircle.
I remember when the OLED one was like announced and they rounded off the edges, like, that's round. Now, this is round.
There's a whole semicircle.
Yeah. And it does look basically more of the same. Like,
yeah.
I find it interesting that the 2 is such like a generic looking 2. And why not put the 2 in between the Joy-Cons?
That is a good question.
That would be, I don't know. It seems a little bit too generic for my liking. Personally. Oh yeah, I don't know. It looks like the dock, except new. It looks like a new dock.
Yeah.
What really confuses me is that HDMI cable
dock.
coming out of it looks really thin.
Thank you. I was trying to figure out if that was a HDMI or if that was like the little cable, or I was like, what is that? But then it shows the big TV and I was like, it has to be a HDMI.
Yeah. I mean, it is quite possible it's a USB-C cable. However, TVs don't usually connect by USB-C. They connect by HDMI. Yeah, I saw it. I'm like, that doesn't look like a HDMI cable. It's not thick enough. Yeah. Unless it's like, I don't know, some like, slimline HDMI cable they want now.
Maybe it's just some weird perspective.
Possibly. I don't know. Maybe that was like the lowest poly thing that they modeled for this trailer because it didn't really matter.
Yeah, might have been.
Oh golly. Anyway, yeah, they're making a new controller holster for the
Which is fine. Makes
Notice
sense.
how the Joy-Cons, the lights on the side are not on the end anymore. They're on the actual side of the Joy-Cons
No,
themselves.
they're on the... Yeah.
Which is... That's neat.
Yep.
That's neat.
I'm okay with that.
And then, yeah, it goes into the new holster. Notice how the holster's flat.
It's very flat.
Because the Joy-Cons have to go in from the side.
Yeah.
There can't be any rounded edge.
It's real funny looking.
It's literally like... It does look funny. I don't know how comfortable that's going to be.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I guess you don't really touch that part when you're using them.
Not really, no.
No. It simply doesn't curve around. It's like it's a flat line that they slide over. Oh, golly. And then, like, the Joy-Con sitting out the side right at the very end where it, like, pops out a little bit. I think, I mean, that both shows that the pin's on the top when you pop it out. And,
yeah.
I think it's a good way, because every picture you see of the Switch, like, the first Switch, it's always got the two Joy-Cons in their holster together, like, clamped.
And, like, that's it,
This is a good way to sort of differentiate it a little bit.
Yeah.
This one's popped out. You see all the pictures, it's always slightly popped out or something like that.
This one can pop out like that.
That's a good marketing. Good marketing, Nintendo. Yep. It's very subtle and it works well.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I think that's something not a lot of people realize.
And it's coming out in 2025.
Yep. Although we knew that.
Anyway, yeah, so...
Huh?
What were you saying?
Oh, I was saying, I don't think a lot of people realize that.
Yeah.
The whole little pop-out thing.
Yeah. It's a little smart marketing tactic.
Yeah.
The little smart things. Anyway, yeah, it plays Switch 2 games as well as Switch 1 games for the most part. There are some things that don't play.
For the most part.
Notice how in that picture the hands are the exact same hands except scaled up.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Also, does this mean that the cartridge holder is technically the same size as the first one?
I mean, I'd imagine it would be mostly the same size. I'd imagine there's going to be... You know how, like, the 3DS has, like, a little notch on the side of their cartridges?
Oh, true, yeah.
To stop them from being able to go into the DS. I'm imagining the Switch 2 cartridges will have the same sort of thing.
Probably, yeah.
I don't think this is an accurate representation of the size. This picture at the back. Because,
it doesn't look like it.
Oh, because now this screen looks massive compared to the original Switch.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't think... And I think the first look where it pops up bigger, I think that's more a direct size comparison compared to this, which I think is someone scaled up a picture. Oh, golly. Anyway. Yeah, and then the Nintendo Direct, which is... Oh my gosh, they actually updated on the Australian one now.
Oh, did they? I'm not on the Australian one. So.
It used to say the 4th of the 2nd, 2025. Now it says the 2nd of the 4th. I'm going to sneeze. I'm right.
Bless you.
Thank you. Oh, hang on my nose. Anyway, yeah. The 2nd of the 4th, which is way too long away.
A really long time away.
Does that mean we...
So I guess it allows people to get ready money-wise.
Yeah, I guess. I was already ready because those leaks came out like 3 months ago.
No, I know, but for people who are waiting, just whether or not the leaks were
I was
real
ready
and
to
stuff
pre-order
like
that day that this trailer came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'd imagine the pre-orders won't go up until the Direct. I'm assuming.
Yeah. I imagine.
It is kind of sad that we have to wait like 2.5 months for more info. Unless they do drop some little things here and there. However, I doubt they're going to. I think they're going to wait for the Direct. Do you reckon they'll show off many games?
The only ones I think they'll show off is maybe whatever's happening with Mario Kart over there, and like ones that have already been shown to come out this year that we can sort of guess will be on the Switch. I reckon as well
they will show Metroid Prime 4 more.
Because, I was going to say Metroid is most likely the one they'll show.
And I reckon they will probably show right at the end Animal Crossing.
That is a possibility.
I'm putting all my cards on the table that Animal Crossing and Mario Kart will be the launch titles.
Yeah.
I was right about Mario Kart as well.
You were, yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, and otherwise though, I think it'll just be like they might show footage of games that have already like been shown to come out.
Yeah.
Like
otherwise I don't think they'll show too much.
I think
more games will be shown a little bit later, probably during June or something. Because I could
see them showing like a little bit of Rune Factory, maybe if they just don't have enough footage.
Yeah. I reckon it'll probably come out very early June.
Probably.
I think that's what I'm thinking. Which
will put it. Is that around the anniversary of the first one?
The first one came out in March, didn't it?
Was it March? Something.
When did Breath of the Wild come out?
Oh yeah, it was a March or May. Yeah, that's
right. March. May was Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah. Never mind then.
Yeah, interesting to see because I think that's
the direct will be around the anniversary.
Yeah, it is a bit odd to see it's going to come out that late in the year.
Yeah.
I think everyone's ready for it to come out like right now. Like.
Yeah, everyone's already waiting for it. Everyone's like, come on now.
Yeah, there's been rumors and leaks and stuff online that they've got 20 million units to start off with or something like that, which hopefully stops scalpers, or won't stop them, hopefully deter them a bit.
Yeah.
Hopefully. I don't know if there's going to be different colours or not.
I have no idea.
Anyway.
I don't think anyone knows that.
Sorry?
I don't think anyone knows that.
Yeah. Anyway, Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this Mario Kart.
What?
Because I have a lot to talk about it as well, even though there's not much shown.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
It's Mario Kart for one.
Oh, I mean, the first thing that you see straight away, 24 players.
Yeah.
That's double the amount.
Yep, you're right. It is.
Yeah, if you look at the starting lines, there's 24.
Yeah.
And you can look throughout as well, and you can count them up, and there's like 24 there as well, like the characters.
It's a massive number.
Yeah, that's a lot of racing at the same time, and on a new track.
If there's so many of them, do you think the tracks will be a little bit bigger?
That's the thing as well. It shows a little bit later. It shows the track stretching off really far in the distance.
Yeah.
Therefore, it might be bigger. I'd imagine.
Because I'm assuming, like, if they're gonna have that many characters, they're gonna, at least need little bits and pieces in tracks where they have to have longer stretches.
They're definitely probably going to be wider, I would imagine.
Yeah, that too.
Otherwise, you could get stuck. It's new track. I think it's based on the first level from the first Mario game because it's called Mario Bros. Circuit, which.
Oh, well. Yeah, that's probably a pretty big possibility.
Or something like that. Was it like Super Mario Circuit or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
Mario Bros. Circuit. I was right. However, the original, the first level has been shown in Smash Brothers and stuff to be like a desert before in the past. It looks like Radiator Springs.
You're right. It really does.
It looks like they took a page out of Cars, and then there's like little diners and stuff on the side, and a fuel station.
I'm not sure why the textures seem kind of weird.
How do you mean? On the sign?
Just in general. There's something about it where I'm like...
I don't know. I guess it's kind of a stylistic choice. Like,
it might just be...
The game, at least from what we're seeing, doesn't look... If you look at it graphically, it doesn't look that much better than 8.
Maybe that's what it is.
I don't know. Its style is different to 8. It's got slight stylized differences, which is
it does. Maybe it's just the graphics.
They seem to have taken like a page out of Mario Wonder's book and like made the characters very stylized.
Yeah.
So I think we'll talk about a certain character in a bit. However, it gets shown off. I think the graphics will look generally better as the Mario Kart 8 is.
Yeah, I imagine so.
11 years old this year or something like that.
Yeah, it's been around a long time.
However, like they don't seem to be going for biggest new best looking game as opposed to bigger tracks and more characters, which I think is a good way to go.
Yeah.
Instead of going over the board for graphics, because Mario Kart 8 looks amazing already. Like it doesn't.
Yeah, it does. It looks perfectly fine.
Therefore, yeah. And then it zooms in a little bit, and Rosalina has treads on her car.
Yeah,
That's new.
That is new.
It's a snowmobile. However, we've had snowmobiles before. However, they've always had wheels.
Yeah.
This one's got treads. Fun fact. As well, you can see in the background, the Mario Kart TV guys are back from 8 as well.
Yeah, they were, weren't they?
They're all in the back.
That doesn't surprise me, though.
Yeah. Is it me, or do the karts look like smaller?
Maybe that's what it is.
I think that's what it... I think the characters look like sort of more rounded, and then the karts look a little bit smaller and squishier.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of like Crash Team Racing a little bit.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, and then like if you look at Mario's face and that stuff, it looks like he's eating some, I don't know, some bees or something. His cheeks are really puffy, and like everyone looks like more round and cartoonish and squishy.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. I think it's generally more animation as opposed to better graphics.
Yeah, that might be what it is.
Anyway, certain character that I was referring to is Donkey Kong.
Yes, I've heard about the Donkey Kong.
He looks like the movie version. Have you seen him yet?
He does. I have seen some people screenshot it.
I was like, okay.
It looks a little bit goofy.
It does. I can't stop staring at his eyes.
Yeah.
My gosh, what have they done to him? Oh gosh. Anyway, yeah.
There's also like, if they do that, will they put some of the like track stuff in from the movie as well?
Yeah, possibly. It's quite possible. There are parts as well where it shows like arrows specifically going across the track, as if the track might be split into multiple different sections, like the tour tracks from 8,
yeah,
and the Wario track and that. The arrows are done way better.
Maybe that's how they get around the high number of players.
Yeah, maybe. It's quite possible. I think the arrows are done in this game way better. I don't like how they're simply floating holograms in 8. They're like physical fair. Billboards.
Yeah.
And then in the background, they show like a sort of figure 8-ish like section that goes up and down a mountain. It looks like an anti-grav section.
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm sure they'd like keep
I'd
some
imagine
of the
anti-grav will probably
stuff.
be returning, which, I mean...
that's fine.
It was in the movie. Like...
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me if anti-grav's returning.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me either.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, there's that. There's like a yellow power-up looking thing underneath Yoshi's Diner at one point as well in the trailer. Don't know what it is. Looks interesting nonetheless. Yeah. That's all my notes for it. What do you think it'll be called?
Honestly, they'll probably just go with a 9.
They consider 2 a 9.
Oh, do they?
As far as I'm aware, yeah.
Well, then it'll be 10.
X? Mario Kart X?
Oh, maybe X.
What about Mario Kart Home Circuit, though, where you play with the toys?
Oh, yeah.
Everyone forgets about that one.
I don't think people count that.
I do.
Fair enough.
This is Mario Kart 11 for me.
I'm sure they'd probably just go with numbers.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll probably be 10, and X would make a lot of sense as well.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they'll count Tour as 9, because they like to do that for some reason.
Just because, I don't know.
Anyway, yeah. Is there anything else to sort of cover before we go into our end stuff?
I don't think so. I think that's it. Switch 2.
That was a deep dive into a 2-minute trailer that we talked about for almost 50 minutes? 2 minutes 20 seconds.
It's fine. I mean, it's basically most of what we've already seen in leaks and stuff, so it's not really...
Yeah, that's what it comes down to. Like, the big thing that actually surprised me was Mario Kart, not the Switch itself.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we'd already seen everything to do with the Switch, for the most part. That was already in this trailer. Like...
Yeah, apart from, like, a few little aspects that we've just kind of picked up on, like, Mario Kart's the biggest thing, eh?
Yeah. which is funny. Which they probably had to throw Mario Kart in there because like everybody already knows about the Switch.
Probably.
What are we doing?
They were sitting there like, oh, we've got to give them something. Like.
And then they dematerialized the C on the C button.
Yeah. For some reason.
Interesting. Anyway, yeah. What was our poll like for last week?
We got, I think it was one vote.
Oh yeah, I think I saw. Wasn't it something? It was Flight Sim, wasn't it?
Yep.
Flight Sim.
Somebody really likes Flight Simulator.
Oh gosh, that's fair. Poll for this week will probably be who is excited for what most, Mario Kart or the Switch 2? I can see where it's gonna go.
Oh, same.
Anyway, and yeah, nothing else to say?
I don't think so. I think that's it.
That's alright. I hope everybody enjoyed this episode of the podcast. Thank you for listening. We shall be back in the next one. Cheers, everyone.
Goodbye.